no more cats. I want a kitten. Can we get a kitten? Fuck! Gotta get this cat. The third battle of Naboo. So, Naboo was a psycho cat. She would not let you pick her up. I would walk across the living room and she'd be hiding underneath a chair, and she'd reach out from underneath the bed or underneath the chair and scratch at my leg. And fuck. And this was no like pat of her paw. This was full on claw. I mean, she was completely Russian. I mean, I'm sorry, but that she was like, she'd inverted play and violence, or saw violence as play. I mean, she thought it was funny. She's like some Russian dude, like, oh, Boris, crack, a kick in the face, and she thought it was hysterical. Whatever, I don't know what her psychology was, but it was not fun. So you could not pick her up. I mean, Jake could kind of pick her up, but you couldn't definitely get her into a carrier. Because you couldn't get her into a carrier, you couldn't take her to the vet. And because Kate and Jake couldn't take her to the vet, she never got fixed. So, and I don't know the cycle of a cat, it was every 5 or 6 weeks, she'd go into heat. And you know that sound that you think there's like two cats fighting in an alley, that like, wow, 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 wow. That's not two cats fighting, that's one cat in heat, in battle with itself. I mean, she would be sitting on the back of the couch, and she would like be sitting there, and then she'd be flipping her tail like this. And then she'd catch the side of her tail, and she would just she'd start hissing it. And then start pawing at it. And she'd get into this full-on battle with her tail and start whipping around. And she'd run out into the other room. Oh my God, but the worst part is, she would start following me around. The only thing I can come up with is I was the only full-fledged male in the house, because she would start coming after me for, she'd have her tail up in the air and rubbing her ass up against me, and I would get this cat away from me, and I'd go into the bedroom and she'd come after me. She'd like start bounding at the door. She'd like start scratching at the door with her claws, and then she'd reach up underneath the bottom of the door and start scratching at the door, and she started throwing herself against the door, banging herself against the door, like, and just start scratching at the door until finally I just opened the door and I let her in, and then she wouldn't leave me alone. She'd jump up on me, jump up on the bed, she'd rub up against me, and so finally I had to pick her up and throw her out, and I said, get this fucking cat away from me. Of course, Jake and Kate thought this was hysterical. I mean, really kind of upsetting. I know she does. I know, but it really, she's not like this when you're around. I mean, she just was in the TV room, was watching TV, and then you walk in the door, and I don't know. I'm like, this isn't funny. This isn't funny. I know. Okay, I know it's not funny. And this went on for like 2 years, until finally I was like, Bird, you gotta get this cat fixed. I can't take this anymore. And she's like, I know, I understand, I get it, but can you help me? Can you just help me? I'm like, I don't own a cat. I know. You don't own the cat, I get it, but I need your help. Okay, fine. So I get Kate and Jake together, and I'm like, okay, we got to get the cat into the carrier. So here's what we're gonna do. Jake, you can pick up the cat. So pick her up when the time's right. We'll take her into the bathroom, get into the tub, we'll get into the smallest space we can, and I'll bring the carrier in behind you, and then we'll get the cat into the carrier. Okay, everyone's agreed. So the time came, he started petting her, he picked her up and started walking towards the bathroom. Opened the bathroom door, he went into the tub, and he stepped in the tub. Then I came in with the carrier behind me, and now he's got his back to me, and the door's back here, and we're in the shower stall, and he starts to try and turn around. And I can't get the door closed because the bathroom's too small. And so I'm like, hold on, Jake, wait, Jake, wait. And he turns around, and the cat starts picking up on the tensions, like, what's going on? And she starts to freak out, and he's like, Dad, I can't. And I'm like, Jake, just put her in. And so the cat just starts freaking out and jumps out of her hands and runs out the bathroom door. I'm like, fuck, dude, fuck. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, dude, we're supposed to put her, great. I was like, I know, I'm sorry, fine. Where did she go? And Kate comes out of the bedroom, and she's like, she ran into the bedroom. Okay, fine. So we all go into the bedroom, and she's went into the walk-in closet, which is fine. It's the second smallest room in the house. So I close the door. I'm like, all right, guys, calm down, Jake. I'm sorry. It's a little confusing. I know I wasn't clear. here's the deal. I'm gonna go into the closet. I stay out here with the carrier, close the bedroom door. When I come out, we're gonna put her in the carrier. Fine. So I open the closet door and I get in there, and she is sitting up on a shelf. So there's a shelf, and then there's like my hanging stuff. On the shelf is like all of my pants and underwear and stuff. And on the shelf, the closet part is like all my shirts, and then it loops around, and then there's Kate's stuff on the other side, all of her blouses and dresses and stuff. And she's sitting on the shelf, and she's got her ears pinned back, and she's just got her claws out. She's like, as I come in, so she's ready for me. So I go in and I just grab her, and of course she just scratches and she turns and she bites me and she takes her claws and starts grabbing and I throw off my head. God damn it! So I run back out and I close the door. Fuck! I got scratches all up in my arm, my bite marks, and I'm bleeding. I'm already bleeding. So I go and I find some fire mitts. So we didn't have a fireplace at the time. We had it in our last place, but I had them left over, and these thick leather fire mitts. So I put them on and I go in, and she's still there. She's like for battle number 2, and I come in and I pick her up and I grab her, and she tries to bite me, but she can't get through the gloves, and she starts trying to scratch me, but she can't get through the gloves. But her back paws go underneath where the glove meets and right into my arm, and she just she nabs me like fuck, and I let her go, and then she jumps out of my hands and she starts doing her like Neo Matrix impression, and she's like doo doo doo, and she starts going around all of my clothing and then onto Kate's, and she's shitting and pissing all over everything, and suddenly the stench hits me like and I start to retch. I'm like I can't breathe. So I go out of the door and I open up the bedroom door. I'm like, I'm literally retching. I'm about to throw up. And I close the door. And Kate and Chick are like, what is going on? And I'm like, she's shitting and pissing over everything. And they're laughing hysterically. And I'm like, guys, fuck you. This isn't funny. Going back in there. So I turn and I go back in. And I hold my breath, and now she's perched up on top of this top shelf. So I turn and I grab a sweater of all my stuff. It's all full of her shit. And I reach up and I throw the sweater over and I wrap her in it. She becomes this like big ball. So I throw open the door, I run out, I grab the carrier, I throw her in it, and I close it. Third battle of Naboo. Victory.